Hey everyone.
Hey,
Sorry
yeah.
for the interruption, but sorry for the inconvenience, but Reddy Linx here. I'm joined today by Tyler and Epic,
Hey, yeah.
and
Hello.
welcome back to another Choose Your Own Adventure live stream. Number 26, Diary of a Mad Mummy. We've been through almost like 26 books, one of them being a special edition, and we
Mm-hmm.
haven't encountered a single mummy, but now we get to encounter a mummy in this book,
Oh
hopefully.
boy.
Anyways, for those of you who are new to the series, basically me and the guests will try to get one good ending with 3 tries. So if we get 2 bad endings, then that's okay. But the third ending we get, that's it. So this is number 10 in the Give Yourself Goosebumps series. So without further ado, I'm gonna read the Beware page and we'll get right to it. Beware. Do not read this book from beginning to end. You and your family are visiting an exhibit in ancient Egypt when you make a discovery of your own. A 4,000-year-old diary written by a mummy. Cool, you think, as you slip the book into your pocket. But when you find out the mummy is alive, and he wants more than just his diary back, he wants your body, and you've got to find a way to stop him. There are clues in the diary to help you, but first you'll have to decode ancient hieroglyphic writing on your journey to the pyramids in Egypt. Can you unlock the secrets of the Mad Mummy's diary before he gets to gets you under wraps? This scary adventure is all about you. You decide what will happen, and you decide how terrifying the scares will be. Start on page 1, then follow the instructions at the bottom of each page. You make the choices. If you make the right choices, you'll escape the revenge of the Mad Mummy. You may even find his, his brutal chamber, filled with golden treasures. If you make the wrong choice, beware. So, take a deep breath, cross your fingers, and turn to page 1 to give yourself goosebumps. So we are encountering some sort of ancient mummy.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, alright, I'm gonna... Alright, keep in mind of this.
Mm-hmm.
Starting the book now. Alright. Page 1. Welcome to San Francisco, the tour guide says. Her voice echoes in the marble lobby of the office building. This is the famous Pyramid Building, the city's most famous skyscraper. When do we get to see the mummy? Your 5-year-old sister whines at your side. You cringe and squeeze Susie's hand. You wish you didn't have to drag her around, but taking care of her is always your job on family vacations. Oh, well, you think. Who cares? This is going to be the best vacation ever. You and your family are staying in a hotel in downtown San Francisco. You have a view of the whole city from your window, including the tall, spindly pyramid building just a few blocks away. And this month, there's a display of ancient Egyptian artifacts in the lobby, including a real mummy. You can't wait to check it out. I want the mummy, Susie whines again. I want my mummy. I want my mummy. Wait, sorry, Robert. I want my mummy. I want my mummy. Your older brother Derek chants, imitating Susie's babyish voice. You laugh at Derek's joke. Then you whisper to Susie. We'll see it as soon as that tour group gets out of the way. You peer through the crowd at the mummy in his glass case. Hey, did the mummy just move? Turn to page 2. Your heart starts pounding. It can't be. But you know you just saw the mummy's arm move. Did anyone else see it? You stare hard at the brightly lit display cases. In the middle of the lobby, a tour group crowds around the glass, blocking your view as you stand on your tiptoes under a pinkish halogen light. You can see an ancient bandage mummy lying in a beautiful gold painted wooden box. It's the first mummy you've ever seen, a king from more than 4,000 years ago, a dead person. Something about it gives you the creeps. The tour group moves away, and the lobby clears. Come on, Susie squeals, pulling you toward the mummy case. A strange chill runs up your spine as you step closer. You gaze at the mummy's face and shudder. It is hideous. Part of his face is still wrapped up, but part of it isn't. You can't see his you can see his dried, leathery skin stretched tightly over his shrunken, bony nose. You back away, and your footsteps bump into something on the floor. Turn to page 3. You glance down to see what you've kicked. Hey, look, you cry out softly, but no one is listening. The tour group's scattered. Susie has let go of your hand. She's pressing her nose to the glass in front of the wooden mummy case. As usual, your 14-year-old brother Derek is acting as if he doesn't know of any of you. He's talking to some kids by the door. Your parents examine another display case. No one notices that you found what you found on the floor. You pick it up. It's a small clump of folded pages tied together, at the edge with dried grass. It looks like some kind of ancient book. You open it carefully. The pages seem as if they might crumble in your hands. You peer at the squiggly markings on the page. To your surprise, you recognize words. They are in English. The handwriting is hard to read, but finally you figure out what it says. This is the first day in my tomb. I am wrapped so tightly that I fear I may never breathe again. The bandages that preserve me are a prison. I am a king, yet they have brought me here, drained me of my blood, and bound me with bandages against my will. Stop! I beg them. Do not do this horrible thing. I am not dead. I am alive. Keep reading on page 4. Your mouth drops open as you flip through an ancient pages. This could be a diary of some kind. A mummy's diary? Written 4,000 years ago? But why isn't it ancient holographs? How can it be in English? This is weird. Definitely weird. But somehow in your heart, you know the diary is real. Every word of it is true. You glance around again, no one notices. You turn to another page and read on. I am emblemed alive. Me, the Pharaoh, the King. And why? For one reason only. Because upon my neck I bear a strange birthmark, a red stain, and a strange shape that frightens my people. They think it is a sign of evil. Even I am not sure what it means. Does it really mean I am evil? Could I actually hurt people? Am I mad? Your hands tremble as you flip to another page and read on. Each night my spirit walks the earth for centuries. Each night my spirit writes this diary. But now, at last, my chance has come. Tonight my body will wake the earth. Tonight, here in in the strangest of all pyramids, I will escape my prison. Turn to page 9. Can it be possible? Is this mummy going to escape tonight? How? And is this the strangest of all pyramids? The pyramid building? Wait, and is this the... Wait, so, no. Pyramid building? It seems strange to some old pharaoh, you guess. You read over the same pages again, trying to make sense of them. Each night my spirit writes this diary. it says. No way, you think. He isn't writing with his hand. He's writing with his mind. The mummy thinks something, and it appears on the page. Awesome. You should have quick sideways glance to make sure the lobby guard isn't watching. Then you tuck the diary under your shirt. Turn to page 132. You've got to read more of this. Amazing. You got to read more of this. It's amazing. The mummy writes it with his mind. But just then, you hear your mother calling your name. Yoo-hoo! Again she calls you. Bring Susie, and come on, she says. You've got to get away so you can look at the diary. You don't want your parents to see it and take it away from you. Not after you just found it. You scan the lobby for someplace to go. You spot an elevator. Hmm. You can duck in there and zoom to the top of the pyramid. Finish reading the diary before someone finds you. Or maybe you should just keep the diary hidden and wait. You don't want to get in trouble with mom and dad. And besides, your hotel isn't far away. You could sneak back you could sneak back here tonight to see if the mummy really escapes. The diary says, "Tonight, I will escape my prison." So what will it be? Alright, we're given our first choice in the book.
Mm-hmm.
If come back come back tonight or take the elevator.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's
Well, taking
basically
the
saying,
elevator
do we
is gonna save us. Wait, go
So
on,
wait,
Epic.
wait,
so
wait, wait, wait. So we can go to the top of the pyramid or hide the diary.
yeah, but come back to the museum at nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say do that. I'd say go back to the museum at nighttime,
Yeah, but what if
hiding
it's closed
things,
though?
especially if you try to hide stuff from my parents, they don't like that. My mom and dad don't like it when you hide stuff from them.
Yeah. But we
Alright,
gotta
so
figure.
we're
Oh, go on, go on.
go on, Epic. I was talking. You
Okay,
were
so
talking
it's
first.
okay. Sure, sure. Yeah, but like, I mean, we don't really know how. Wait, what's our main character's name again?
We don't have a name.
Oh, yeah, but okay, I see. But I mean, judging by their parents, I guess they're kind of hands off because they let our main character like wander off, I guess. But like, uh, I don't know. Like, I think we should just return at night. I'm gonna be honest.
Return. Alright, so we're kind of at a. Well, we can't return it. It's either take the elevator or keep it and return to the museum at nighttime.
Okay, okay. Huh. Take the elevator, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a mixed decision.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Oh.
spend one. I guess I'll spend one of those random spinners.
Sure.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
It's the page
Yeah.
numbers are 20 and 43. I'm gonna put those numbers into the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's the page we'll go to.
All right.
Sure. Sure.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, I'm spinning it. It landed on 20.
Okay.
All
So
And
I
so, what
right.
does
guess
that mean?
we're going to return to the museum at night.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Sure.
All right.
Sure.
But before we do that, hello Sylvia. All right, let's go. Let's keep the diary hidden and return at nighttime.
Sure.
All right. A dead mummy coming alive again? You want to see that. You hold the diary hidden inside your shirt and look around for Susie. Coming, mother, you say. You'll come back tonight to find out if the diary says what the diary says is really true. See you later, you whisper to the mummy. Yep, he looks completely dead to you, but you know you saw his arm move. You keep the diary hidden in your shirt. During dinner in Chinatown, you never get a chance to read it. Back at the hotel, Susie is hungry again. She insists on ordering from room service, but they never show up. She wants to stay up waiting, but eventually your parents make you all go to bed. Finally, when everyone else is asleep, You sneak out of the hotel. The cool, foggy night air makes you shiver as you walk 2 blocks to the pyramid building. The streets are empty at the time of night. When you reach the building, you slip in through the open front door and find the lobby guard asleep. He's sitting on a stool slumped over a tall reception desk. A small light on his desk a con- gives the lobby an eerie glow. You step past the guard toward the displays in the center of the lobby. After a minute, your eyes adjust to a dim light. Then you spot it and gasp. The glass case holding the mummy is broken. The mummy is gone. Turn to page 36. You stare at the display case. Your hands are clammy. Your heart beats faster. You can't believe it. Has the mummy really escaped? All the other glass cases are fine. There's a fancy golden throne and one. A large, feather-shaped fan in another. Only the mummy display case is broken. Only the mummy is gone. You missed it. You're too late. Broken glass litters the floor at your feet. It seems as if the mummy practically exploded out of his case. Slowly you inch closer. You glance down, avoiding the glass. That's when you spot it. A trail of old cloth bandages. Not just one, either. A whole bunch of them. You know this is crazy, but it looks as if the mummy unwrapped himself as he ran away. You can't see the bandages very well in the dark, and so you bend down over to pick one up, but something stops you. A noise. Someone is coming from the far side of the lobby. You better get out of there fast. Alright, we're given a choice. Pick up the bandage or run.
Uh,
Wait, what can we do?
run?
We can either pick up the bandage or run. Someone's coming, but we can't really see the bandage that well because it's dark.
Well,
Okay.
okay, so here's the thing. You have two options. Either A, you run and try to save your life, or B, you pick up the bandage and risk your life. Remember, this is your
Oh.
life on the line.
But we don't know who it is, to be exact.
Right.
True. Yeah, but what
Right.
if it's a security guard, though?
You don't know. I'm going to say this. You don't know who it is. You know what you do? You get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't. Either way, if it's the mummy or the night guard, we're still gonna get caught. It's better to just run.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, run. Yeah, what's
You
wrong?
don't
Alright,
know
we're
what it
running.
is, so we need to just book it.
Yeah.
Alright, we're running.
Okay,
Alright,
Yeah, you better run.
page 18. The guard could be making the noise, or it could be the mummy. Either way, you don't want to be found. Hide
Nope.
fast. You dash across the lobby and dart behind a pillar. Scrape. Scrape. It sounds as if someone is dragging his feet across the floor, and whoever it is, it's still headed your way. Who could it be? You are halfway to the exit. Your knees tremble with fear, but you can't help being curious. You make a decision. However, give it a choice. Find out who it is, or leave now and go back to the hotel.
No. They're coming after you. The last thing you want to do is turn around and go back towards them. 100% you're going to be caught. There's
Yeah.
no other way. If you don't get out of there, you're going to be found. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
we're leaving. We're leaving the museum.
Yes.
If this is wrong,
we're booking it.
we'll still have 2 more lives.
Yeah, we're fucking booking it. We're going to book this shit, honestly. I don't care.
Alright, we're booking it.
Yeah.
Alright.
You better.
I'm out of here, you decide. Running into a mummy or a guard would probably be bad news. You race through the revolving door at the front of the lobby. You run down the dark, empty streets toward your hotel. Hey, are those footsteps behind you? You don't look back. You don't want to know if the mummy is behind you. Finally, you reach your hotel. You reach your hotel room and slip inside with your key. Phew, you think you're safe. Luckily, everyone is still sleeping. Your parents' door is closed, so they don't even hear you come in. The room is really a suite. Your parents are sleeping in the bedroom, and you, Derek, and Susie have the living room. A thin blade of light streams into the living room from the bathroom. The light is left on for Susie, who snores on the sofa. Derek is stretched out like a cot on a cot. You tiptoe past him, heading toward your sleeping bag on the floor. Suddenly a hand reaches out and grabs your arm. Turn to page 131. Yikes! You jump, stumbling over Derek's cot. When you catch your balance, you spin around. You see your brother grinning at you in the dim light. What are you doing up? Derek whispers. He lets go of your arm. Where did you go? Shh, you whisper, pointing at Susie. You don't want him to wake her. Then you tell him all about the mummy and the mummy's diary. Let me see it, Derek demands, sitting on his cot. He loves this kind of thing. With the light from the bathroom, you can see the diary laying on top of your sleeping bag. You had to bring your sleeping bag along, because the hotel couldn't fit another cot in the room. The diary is right where you left it, except you didn't leave it lying open, did you? You rush over to pick up the ancient book. Someone has just written in the diary, and the ink is still wet. Find out what it says on page 118. Whoa, Derek, you murmur softly. Something really freaky is going on. Trembling, you sit beside Derek on the cot. You read the new entry out loud. I have waited 40 centuries for this night. The night when the stars are once again, just as they were on the night of my birth, the night I can return to life. But now it is not to be. Why? I was too eager. I tried to spell too soon, and the diary has fallen from my hands. I knew it, you whispered to Derek. I knew I saw his arm move. That's when he dropped the diary. You you go back to reading. And now my diary has been stolen. My life has been stolen. I must take revenge on the one who steals my magic. Perhaps destroy the thief. Revenge? Destroy? The words are horrible. They jump out at you from the page, a terrifying warning. Derek lets out a low whistle. But how did he write that? He asks. How did he get in here? You remember the words you read earlier. He wrote it with his mind, you explain. Derek's eyes widen. But how? A knock at the door cuts him off. Who's there? Turn to page 126. You clutch Derek's hand. Don't answer it, you whisper. Derek stares at you. But it might be room service, he protests. Room service? Now? You glance at the clock. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, we ordered food 3 hours ago, remember? Derek says. But it never came. Maybe that's it now. Or maybe it's the mummy, you argue. Only one way to find out, Derek tells you. He's right. And as scared as you are, you know you have to find out. Is there a living mummy on the other side of the door? Okay, you grumble. A quick peek. Hold on a second. Derek grabs the diary out of your hands and shoves it under his mattress. Then he nods at you. You cross the door and take a deep breath. You open the door just a crack and peer out. All you can see is a guzzy bandage arm. Are you going to open the door all the way? Alright, give it a choice. Do we open the door all the way or don't?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
No. That is dated.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. That's clearly the mummy. And why would room
Yeah,
service why would room service be available at this time of
in
night?
terms of the story we're
bro,
reading right now, I'm gonna say this. Only insane people would do that. If
bro.
you're gonna make the choice to open that damn door all the way, you need to go to a mental hospital or something because something is
Yeah,
off with you.
yeah,
That is well
Yeah,
like who's gonna do that?
bro.
I
and
wouldn't.
plus, why would Plus, why would room service be available at this time? It's 1 a.m.
Exactly. Unless it was like a
Right.
really expensive 24/7 hotel, yeah. Why?
Alright, don't open the door.
Okay.
Yes.
We're
Thank you.
not opening that door.
No, we're not.
Alright. You slam the door shut. It's him, you whisper to Derek. It's gotta be. You lean all your weight against the door. No way is the mummy getting in. It can't be the mummy, dummy, Derek says, hopping off his cot. He stomps over to the door and shoves you aside. I mean, is a mummy going to knock politely on the door? Don't open it, you beg. You reach for the doorknob to try to stop him, but it's too late. Derek swings open the door. Standing there in the dimly lit hallway is a small figure wrapped in ancient bandages. The mummy. Before you or Derek can stop him, the mummy pushes through the doorway. There's a mummy standing in your hotel room. You can hardly believe it. You stole my life, the mummy whispers slowly. Now I will take my revenge. You are too stunned to move. All you can do is turn to page 38. The mummy's hands shoot out and grab your throat. He pulls you toward him. Revenge will be mine. The soft wheezing sound between each word the mummy speaks is terrible. It fills your ears, making you shudder. You struggle against his grip. His hands tighten on your neck. You can hardly breathe. Why isn't Derek helping you? You glance at him. Derek's standing next to you, wide-eyed, mouth hanging open, frozen with fear. Derek! You try to say, only it comes out as Derek, because the mummy's grip is so tight on your throat. Finally, Derek snaps out of it. He lunges toward the mummy, but the mummy backs away. Still grasping at your throat, the mummy lets out a wheezing breath. Diary. Turn to page 105. Give the mummy the diary or else what? You're almost too afraid to wonder. The diary, the mummy repeats. He shakes you by the throat, making you gag. I must have the diaries. Magic. That is the only way I can return to life. You feel the mummy's musty hot breath on your face. It wheezes out between his hard, thin lips. Finally, he lets go of your throat. You lurch away from him, but he clutches you tightly by your arm. He's got some grip for a little dead guy. Give him the diary! You croak. You rub your sore throat with your free hand. No way, Derek says. We can't do that. Why not? Are you nuts? You yell. Then you glance toward your parents' bedroom door. Mom! Yeah, you shout from behind their door. You hear your mother's sleepy voice calling back. Go to sleep. Your kids are going to be a wreck in the morning if you don't settle down. But, Mom! You holler. Not another word, she calls back. A good night. From her tone, you know she means it. You're on your own. The mummy tightens his grip on your arm. Turn to page 110. Derek, please! Give him the diary! You beg. Not until he lets you go, Derek insists. The mummy hesitates. Wheeze, wheeze. Finally, he releases your arm. Your knees shake as you race to Derek's cot. Reach under the mattress and yank the mummy's diary. Here! You rush toward the ancient mummy. Not so fast! Derek grabs your wrist to stop you. Listen, I know about these things. Mummies, ghosts, aliens. It's always the same. We let them loose on Earth, and we're in big trouble. I've seen it in movies a lot. Helping dead people come back to life, well, it's a big mistake. Don't give her the diary. It could turn into some kind of crazy evil monster and... But Derek, you interrupt, he's already come back to life. What's the big deal? And anyway, he's going to kill me if we don't give him back the diary. Derek shrugs. Okay, he says, but don't say I didn't warn you. You'll be sorry. Derek sounds pretty sure about this. What do you what do you think? Alright, we're given a choice. Do we give the diary back to the mummy or don't?
Hmm. Okay, he's obviously gonna kill us. Come on. He literally almost strangled us to death.
He
Come
wants
on.
us dead, correct? Doesn't he want us dead?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes,
Correct.
he wants us dead.
And what's he gonna and why is he gonna kill us? Because we
We
have what
took
he
away his
wants.
freaking diary!
Correct. We
But what
have
if
the
we
very
do
thing
He
take on
he
took
him?
it
wants.
away! We
His
took it
effing
away
diary.
because yeah, he
Give it
wants it back.
back. Like, come on.
Yeah,
It's
but
his
what if he
freaking
kills us?
diary.
Yeah, but what if he kills us for taking it in the first place, though?
Wait, okay, I'm gonna say give him back the diary. If this is a bad ending, it's okay. We'll still have 2
Yeah.
lives left.
True.
Hopefully, I would just think that I would think. Remember, we gotta remember we have what the mummy wants. And what does the mummy
Yeah.
want? The diary.
He
Yeah.
wants his
Correct.
diary back.
Correct. The mummy wants the book. So if we give the mummy his diary back, my theory would be that if we give the mummy his book back, nothing is gonna happen. Something
Yeah.
won't, we won't be hurt or anything. He's
Yeah.
already almost choked us nearly near to death,
Yeah.
which is already bad as it is.
Yeah, true.
But you saw what he did to us when he was choking us.
Correct.
Yeah.
What if he chokes us to death?
Real.
He could
Yeah.
have. Yes.
Yeah.
He could if we don't give. See, here we go again. Logic.
We need to
He
we
won't
need to
give.
give
He
that
won't.
we need to give this
choke
mummy
us
his
to death
freaking diary back.
Yeah.
because you know why? He'll choke us to
Mhm.
death if we don't.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna say give him the diary. If this is wrong, then we'll still have 2 lives.
Okay, sure.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, giving him the diary. Here, take it! You thrust the diary into the mummy's bandaged hands. Hiss. The mummy lets out a long, raspy sound like a sigh. You could swear his expression has changed. His face seems to soften with relief. Oh, yes. The mummy says, clasping the diary to his chest. Now, all I need is... Another long wheezing escapes from his mouth before he speaks the last word. You. Turn to page 30. Before you can jump away, the mummy's hand darts out and he grabs your wrist. He picks up the tail end of one of his bandages, a, a long one that has come partly unwrapped. Quickly, he uses it to tie your wrists behind your back, like a prisoner. Then he does the same thing to Derek. For for an old dead for an old dead guy, he sure moves fast. The instant the bandages touch you, you feel your skin begin to wither and harden and shrivel. Your arms and legs grow stiff, so stiff you can barely move. He yanks the bandages, and you and Derek both stumble toward the mummy. He wraps more of the ancient strips around and around your bodies. What's happening? You start to ask to Derek, but when you glance at Derek's face, you let out a horrible scream. Derek's face is brown and leather hard, just like the mummy's. And what's more, his eyes are gone. Only 2 deep, empty eye sockets remain. You stare into them, deeper and deeper, feeling yourself getting dizzy and it almost makes you pass out in disgust. Hurry to page 76. What have you done to my brother? You shriek. The mummy doesn't answer you. He simply takes another wheezing breath. Terrified, you struggle to lift your hands to your face. You can barely move. You want to scream again when you see your fingers. They're bony, brown, shriveled, and dry. just like the mummies, just like Derek's. Finally, you touch your own cheeks and feel for your eyes. Your fingers probe at what the spots where your eyes used to be. No! You scream as you plunge your fingers into the deep, empty holes of your eye sockets. Your eyes are gone. But how can that be, you wonder? You can still see. But before you can speak again, the whole world seems to go black. Suddenly you can see nothing, hear nothing, feel nothing, except a terrible, dizzying whirl. Turn to page 106. 7. Finally, the spinning stops. The darkness clears. You open your eyes and find yourself standing on top of a tower. You recognize it as the Coit Tower, an old landmark in San Francisco. It's on a hill overlooking all of the city in the bay. The long bandages that tied your wrists are attached to you, or on your wrists and attached you to the mummy to the mummy are gone. But you are still wrapped in ancient clothing. Derek is at your side. He's hideous, still a mummy with wrinkled, dry skin and no eyes. So am I, you think. No, I will come back to life, the mummy says as he lifts the diary and opens it. Now that the stars are right, and I have the diary, and I am standing at the highest place within 20 miles. He's only a few feet in front of you at the edge of the tower. His back is to you, and he stands facing up into the sky. You glance down at your wrinkled hands and shudder. You don't feel so sorry for the mummy anymore, obviously. He has you under some kind of spell. How can you break it? How can you break his power over you? Hmm. All it would take is one quick shove to knock the mummy off the tower, and it's a very long way down. Alright, we're given a choice. Push the mummy off the tower, or wait to see him come back to life.
Hmm. I don't push him. I know pushing him doesn't sound like a good idea. Just saying.
Okay, why is that? Why do you think it's not a good idea?
Because
What's
like, what
your
if
thought
like
process?
I mean, you know, he has like some like what's it called? Like he can like write with his mind and all that.
Uh-huh.
But what if he can like become like dust or something and like reconstruct himself at the top of the tower or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that is
could.
true,
Very well could.
considering one mummy is considering in the Mummy film, they could just turn it one mummy the remake of the Mummy film. You could turn it to sand and
Oh,
basically travel
there's
very
a
fast.
there was a movie, wasn't there? Was there actually a movie called Revenge of the
I think it
Mummy?
was I think it was the remake Mummy from the original.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Ah, wow, movie. Now we're going into movie trivia.
I mean, I think if we just push him off, he's just gonna turn it to sand and come back and freaking kill us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd actually
basically.
be funny. He
Yeah,
just comes
basically.
back in the form of sand, like again, like in the like you were saying in the movie.
Yeah.
You just come back in sand. Oh
Hmm.
my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's not push him off then. Let's not
Yeah,
All
like
right,
agreed. Let's not
let's
push
just
him.
let's
wait.
yeah, let's not
Let's
make him
wait to
medicine
see
that
him
would
come back
recreate a
to
full scene.
life.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right,
Sure.
wait to see him come back to life.
Yeah.
All right. You'd better not try anything. Messing around with a mummy's spell could backfire. The mummy opens the diary and holds it up to the sky. At last, the stars are right, the mummy says. You glance at the pages he's holding. It's a map of the stars. Then you gaze up at the sky. He's right, you whisper to Derek. Look, the stars match. Awesome, Derek murmurs. In the name of my Ancestors, the mummy chants. I praise the stars and all that shines in the universe. Then, to your amazement, he pulls a small vial out from under his bandages. It looks like a test tube. Where did that come from, you wonder? He rips the page out of the diary. He pours the liquid from the little vial onto the page and eats it. Instantly, you feel the dizzying, spinning motion. The whole world goes black, as if you've closed your eyes. Then a rushing wind whips your face. Lights, or are they stars? Flash, exploding all around you. Derek! You cry out. Your ears fill with a horrible wailing. Even if Derek answered, you'd never hear it. Turn to page 98. Finally, all is silent. You open your eyes. You are all alone, standing on top of Quate Tower. You gaze at the glittering lights of the city below you. You shake your head a few times, trying to clear it. Then you feel a hand tap on your back. Thank you, a gentle voice says softly. You whirl around and find a short, tan-skinned young man standing behind you. He wears an ancient-looking robe, trimmed in a purple and gold. On his neck, you see a birthmark shaped like a question mark. The birthmark that frightened his people, just as it said in the diary. Are you... were you... the mummy? You ask him. I am the last great king of Egypt, he says, smiling shyly. Thank you for giving me my life. Then before you can ask him anything else, he turns and vanishes into thin air. Wait! You call out. Come back! And then you see him again, at the base of the tower, far below. How'd he get there so quickly, you wonder? He strolls out into the night. You watch as his brightly colored robe disappears into the fog. Turn to page 124. For a while, you just stare. What happened to Epic?
Oh, good. Seriously? I don't know, bro. That's not good.
Anyway, I'm just gonna continue. All right.
Yeah, let's just wrap this up, I guess.
For a while, you just stare after him into the darkness. You notice Derek on his knees and a few feet away from you. What happened? Derek moans. I feel so dizzy. What happened? You repeat. I think we just brought a mummy back to life. You help him up. Then you and Derek gaze at each other. Your hands, your arms, your faces, they're all normal again. No more mummy skin. No more empty eye sockets. Just normal kids. On top of Quake Tower. It takes some quick thinking, but finally the two of you find your way back at the hotel without getting caught. Your parents never know that they were gone, that you were gone. But before you go back to sleep, there's one last thing you've got to do. You and Derek hurry over to the pyramid building and sneak into the lobby. You just have to find out, is the mummy still on display? Derek! You cry, as soon as you step inside. Look! The entire lobby is empty. There is no mummy case, no Egyptian display. Everything. Every scrap of evidence that the mummy. Oh,
Sorry
hey,
about that,
Topsy
guys.
Turvy.
Hey man, yeah, I just have to go for a second. Sorry about that.
Well, either way, we and Derek are back.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to reread this page.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
The
we need to
entire
get you up, Epic.
there is no mummy case, no Egyptian display. Everything, every scrap of evidence that the mummy was ever there, is gone, as if it had never been there. The end. So we brought this mummy to life, and every single evidence that he was ever mummified has disappeared.
That's weird.
See,
But
that's the
but
thing is it's that's how it is with time traveling. Anything you change in the past can affect the present.
True.
So
but
we just
yeah, but
practically what we just did there, by doing what we just did, practically I guess you could say like we just changed the entire timeline of events.
Yeah.
either way, we were turned back into human kids.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Huh.
Wouldn't I mean I wouldn't call it an amazing ending, but hey, I mean I guess it's kind
Uh,
of like good. I call this a good ending.
I'm gonna call it a good ending.
Yeah. So
Okay, how why do you think it's good though?
because like we saved the mummy and we're
Yeah.
nothing really happened to us. We
And
survived and
also
despite
flawless
yeah,
victory.
yeah,
Oh
true.
yay.
Flawless victory. True. Yeah. Yeah. Because we
I
didn't
don't know. I
die
don't
ever again.
know who. I don't know if any viewers here enjoy it when that happens. When you
With a
Alright,
get
well
flawless
the
victory.
just saying.
either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this choose your own adventure for Diary of a Mad Mummy. Next time is Under the Magician's Spell, which seems to be another magic kind of
Oh.
thing. Seems to be another kind
Whoa.
of magic thing with an
Okay.
evil magician. So either
Ooh.
way, I hope you
Wow.
guys enjoyed this choose your own adventure, and I'll see you guys next time. Be good people. Goodbye.
Yeah. Be good, people.